Hey guys, I am Ajinkya Dixit and this is my channel AJINXD Artist. In today's video, I am going to be talking about the Pixel 4a, my latest smartphone. So let's quickly get started. See, when I think about a budget phone, I usually think 15,000 to 20,000 is what my budget usually is. So 20,000 is more than enough for a smartphone is what I think. But when you consider a Pixel 4a, it's still mid-range for me, because when you're comparing it with a phone like the Motorola which I previously had, it's still expensive, like twice the amount of what I originally paid for Moto. But if you compare it with an iPhone, then you can say it's definitely a budget phone. So Pixel is a budget phone if you're comparing it with an iPhone. I mean, the back is all plastic, it gets very warm when charging, and if you're live streaming then it gets pretty hot. So it's a budget phone if you compare the components of it, but it's still an expensive phone for the Indian market. Like in this case, you can actually hear squeaky sounds of the plastic back, which I have. I don't know it happens with all the Pixel 4As or this one in particular, but I'll hold it close to the mic so you'll get a better idea. It's usually around the buttons and the camera, the back camera. So it's definitely built very cheaply. They've saved a lot of money there for sure, but I guess they're giving you the Google name, so it's expensive for that reason. Especially the camera. I'll talk about it in a minute, but I think the camera is the only thing that saves this phone. It's not perfect in any ways. The volume has some issues. There are some glitches here and there with the software as well. So the battery is pretty decent and the fast charger is also quite fast. But if you compare it with the Moto 1 Power which I had previously, then the battery drains pretty quickly and the charger is not fast enough. I know it's not a fair comparison, but if you are spending almost twice the amount of Moto 1 Power, then you are expecting good things from it, right? The reason I got this phone is only because of the camera, and in one word, the camera is just awesome. I mean, not even the camera, but actually the software of this phone, or the Google Photos camera software, whatever you want to call it, it's just amazing. Let me show you some examples so you'll get a better idea. So this is the Pixel 4a front camera. As you can see, it's not wide enough right off the bat, but you can see the stability, clarity, it's pretty decent. So here are some shots from the Pixel 4a, the OnePlus Nord, which is in competition with this phone, which my friend recently got, and my old phone Moto 1 Power. If you normally look at these images, they all look pretty similar. There are of course a noticeable difference between the Google Pixel 4a OnePlus Nord and the Moto 1 Power. Of course Motorola is 2 years old, but still hangs in tight pretty well. The camera is pretty good for that phone as well. If you zoom into the details, this is where the magic happens. You see, Pixel 4a actually has the capability to save raw photos, and also when you click a picture, the software actually processes the image every time before saving it. So it might get slower, but you still get a better quality than any other phone, I think.
So hey guys, I'm on my terrace and right behind me is the blue moon. Today is Kojagiri. I have quickly finished my work and I'm shooting on the Google Pixel 4a. So stay tuned for some more photos of the night mode and whatnot, and some better videos as well. I've got my 600 in the backpack, so I'll quickly set it up and we'll see how good time lapses or videos or photos I get. Okay, so here's some jugaad. I'm using my other phone, my old Moto phone, to light up my face because Pixel doesn't have a front flash. You can see the moon has gone behind the clouds now, so I'll try some different settings and get a better video or some different shots. Or I'm not actually able to find slow shutter photos, long exposure photos on the Pixel, so I'm not sure how to get those. I'm checking for other apps, but let's see if I find something. So guys, I've set up my camera, but it's shaking so much, the camera with the lens, and the tripod quality is not the best, so it's a bit shaky, so I couldn't take a lot of photos, but I'm still trying different ways to get a decent shot. Right now I'm shooting a video on it, so I'll post that after this, but this sort of gives you the basic idea of the low light video shooting capabilities of the Pixel 4a. So guys, what I'm doing right now is I'm shooting on my Moto and I've set up my Pixel on the tripod, and it's taking a longish fast time lapse of the road and the moon. So let's see what we get.
Another reason that I like the camera for this phone, it's because it's very simple and very convenient. You just have to double press on the power button and the camera starts. You take photos and that's it. You get a great photo every time. There's no different lenses, there's no wide angle, there's no macro. You don't have to switch to all the modes, adjust the settings each time if you want a perfect shot. My DSLR already does that, and why would I want another device to go through all the trouble to get a decent shot? Now in the end the question remains, should you get this phone? Actually right now in India it's not available because they shipped a limited amount and it got sold very fast, like in half an hour. So if you're waiting for this phone, I'll definitely say you should buy this phone if you're into the camera or into photography like me. But if you're looking for a all-rounder performance phone, then definitely this is not your phone. It feels a bit old school and very simple and very clean, but I have my priorities sorted, so I think I got this phone for that reason. If you know what you want from your phone, then you'll be clear pretty well. The Pixel phone is so rare in India that the cases are not yet available in the market. So after looking for a while, I finally found a decent case for the phone. It's quite expensive, but being a one-time thing, I think you should also invest in this. This is not sponsored in any way. This is the Caseology case available on Amazon. the company is registered in US, but the product is made in South Korea, is what they say. It looks pretty decent and good rough matte black finish. There are a few options with the colors as well, so if you're looking for color options with the Pixel phone, I think changing the case would be a good option, or getting a colorful case. In that case, this is how it looks. It's funny how people actually don't talk about the phone quality, in sense that if you receive good quality phone calls or get SMSs or messages on time, it's become everything else, but the actual use of the phone is something different and we hardly talk about it. But given the situation, I think this works well as a phone also along with a camera. I'm also on Patreon, so if you want to support my channel, please go to Patreon and sign up to be my patron. Thank you. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Please subscribe to the channel if you like the video. Share it with your friends who are thinking about getting a Pixel or any other phone for that matter. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.